What's up everyone, my name's Eli and it's time for another episode of Juice TV. Made by the kids in hospital for the kids in hospital. Making your hospital journey better. Today we are exploring what's beyond the horizon with boats, books and big ideas. Let's take a peek at what's waiting for us in today's episode. I hope you're as excited as I am. First up, we set sail with Captain Frank on the Young Endeavour. Then Mitch speaks with author and publisher Ocean Reeves. Finally, Max uncovers all the facts with Dr. Karl. We have so much good stuff coming your way. But first, let's kick things off with a round of quick questions. If I could sail anywhere in the world, it would be Japan because of its iconic features and amazing foods. I also want to try the foods because I am Italian. Food is my life. If I had to meet any character, it would be Luffy because he is a warm-hearted man and never gives up on his dream even though everybody doubted him. My favourite book is chapter 1, 2, 3 of One Piece because it is very exhilarating and there's a lot of things going on at the same time. My mum tells me to put it down, but I just can't. It's too good. It was great to share a bit about myself. But now it's time to set sail into the first story. It's time to learn the ropes from Captain Frank as he takes us on a tour of the Young Endeavour.
There's nothing quite like being on the water, wind in the sails, gliding across the seven seas. Hey, it's Captain Frank here. Welcome to the Young Endeavour. Today I'll be showing you the ropes on how to sail this spectacular ship. Here's some rope, rope, rope. Rope, 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 rope.
The Young Endeavour was gifted to the people of Australia in 1988 by the British royal family to celebrate our bicentenary. This amazing vessel offers a hands-on opportunity for young Aussies aged 16 to 23 to learn the skills required to sail a tall ship. Today, Executive Officer Harrison Ingham and Engineer Ross Perrin have invited us on board to witness this amazing program firsthand.
What they do over the 11 days, it's an award-winning, internationally recognised program, and they get a sense of community. They do things they've never done before, and they experience adventure under sail, which is one of our mottos.
So Reggie, what does the voyage do for the young Australian people that come on board?
I think it's priceless, to be honest, Frankie. They get a sense of ownership of the ship. They develop teamwork and leadership skills they probably wouldn't get from the normal world. So we actually see them grow throughout the voyage and discover themselves as well.
All hands on deck! Hoist the sails!
Not yet, mate. We need to give everyone a brief and make sure everyone's ready to go.
Okay, well then how do we do that?
Aha! Here's a youthy I prepared earlier.
Okay, so first we have to say youthies on the mainsail.
Of course.
Off turn. So that's everybody taking all the ropes off, yeah? So youthies on the mainsail, off turn.
All right, I've done this many times, so I knew that. Okay. All right. Off turns. And I was just making it simple for you because I already know this, but just making it simple for you. So yeah.
So now we have to get them to set the mainstaysail. So to do that, we need people hauling in on the sheets.
Yep.
And checking away on the furling lines.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Do you want to yell that out to everyone so that they know what they're doing? Just say haul in on the sheets.
Haul in on the sheets.
And check away on the furling lines.
Check away on the furling lines.
Woo! Okay.
Set the mainstaysail.
And then
Toe 6,
hey!
Toe 6, hey! Toe 6, hey! Toe 6, hey!
Clapping everybody well.
Set the forestay sail.
2-6 heave.
2-6 heave. 2-6 heave.
Be more enthusiastic.
2-6 heave.
Yeah, keep going.
2-6 heave.
Hey Renee, so how did you hear about the Young Endeavour?
I actually found out through friends on Facebook. It's a wonderful tool, and I saw other people go on it and thought it would be an awesome experience, and it has been.
No, what is your role on the ship?
So as a youth crew member, we just assist in setting the sails, learning how to tie different knots, climbing this beautiful mast up here, and we also run the ship for 24 hours, and in that 24-hour period I was a navigator, so I got us from our location up to Brisbane.
So the first couple of times you're on the ship, did you get seasick?
I was one of the lucky ones and I didn't, but there was a few people that didn't eat for a couple of days, which was a bit unfortunate, but yeah, no, I didn't get seasick, luckily.
So what have you learned, and what do you love about being on the Young Endeavour?
I think we learned a lot about sailing and how to set the sails and how to navigate, but I think the biggest thing I learned was how awesome the youth of Australia are and how we could work as a team, all different people from all across Australia coming together and working as a team, which is awesome.
Ah, the helm. This is where the magic happens, where I'm going to take over and steer us into the open ocean.
Well, not yet, Frankie. It's a bit more complex than that, shipmate.
Ooh.
At the moment, we're in Brisbane River. It's pilotage conditions. So you can see here the captain's driving the ship.
121.
And it's a bit more than just driving a car.
But you just spin the spinny thing and then go into the ocean.
Oh, well, not quite. We need to make sure that we're in the deeper part of the channel, displaced to starboard, so we can let passing ships come down our port side. So it's a bit more complex than just spinning the wheel.
Trust me, I'm a professional. Request permission for Frank to take the helm. Steering
065.
065 and carrying no rudder.
Yes, please, take the wheel.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so steering 065.
Yep.
This is the ship's heading, so we
Yep.
need to come to port a little bit.
It's fine if we steer into houses, isn't it? That's fine.
Not on this voyage.
Trust me, I am a professional. Course 065.
Very good.
Alright, where are the cannons? Can we fire the cannons?
We will fire the cannons, but not yet. We need to
Okay.
go past a special place before we can fire them.
Awesome.
More will be revealed later.
Jump bananas, jump, jump bananas. Push bananas, push, push bananas. Go bananas, go, go bananas.
What was your favourite part of today?
I liked going downstairs and having a look what's down there, and the food has been amazing.
I learnt that all the youth members in the morning they get up and look at a map and they look where they're heading and where they're gonna go. I don't know, probably sailing the ship.
Probably the cannon.
I learned what all the different ropes did and how you have to get up all the way to the top. When I get older, I want to come back on this ship. I've been driving the boat. They've given me a great tour under the boat and showed me all the cabins. And I enjoyed it a lot because you can just watch the boat turning on the side of the boat. So I really enjoyed it.
This is travel. Just with a bit of wind, we can sail across the world. Now to plot a course. I wonder how long it would take to make it to New Zealand. I feel like fish and chips for dinner. Captain Mike, make it to the Pacific!
Well done, Captain Frank. You really made a splash on the Young Endeavour. Up next, Mitch chats with Ocean Reeves to discover what it takes to be an author.
Hi, I'm Mitch, and I'm coming up against some tough competition. This is my superhero coach, Ocean.
Come on, buddy, you can do it, Let's get pumped, let's go.
I'm going head to head with this blank book. With some words of my own. Only problem is, I've actually never written anything before. Ocean's been helping me write my story.
That's exactly it, brother. And the whole story that Mitch and myself have been writing is his life before cancer, during the treatment, and then after cancer. But do you remember when we first met, man?
Yeah. Man, that was a story.
Yeah? Do you remember 3 hours, you and I, sitting in a room with a whole lot of other people when I was presenting on publishing?
Yep.
Do you remember what you were doing?
Oh my God. Cracking up jokes. What a lovely way to meet a person that you don't even know.
But at the end of it, you asked me a question. Do you remember that question?
What inspired you to write books?
Yeah, and at the time I was sitting down because I've been standing for like 7 hours because I've done 2 presentations that day. And then when you asked me that, I stood up because I respected that question, brother. And I told you what inspired me, and that's when you told us, and none of us knew, that you'd gone through cancer. And just the whole room was just in awe of how you presented that to us. And that kind of dawned on me when I left there, that the whole purpose of us coming up to Fraser Coast, was you, and was to tell your story. And you inspired the hell out of myself and Flash and Dawn that was there. And I want to thank you, mate, that was awesome.
What's your superpower when it comes to writing books?
Well, Mitch, I think the greatest superpower with writing books and with what I do is I help the story come to life. So bringing hope to other people when they read it. Bringing stories to life is pretty important, and we've all got one to tell. Yours is a bit brilliant, and I'm going to write it with you in the way that we're going to inspire other people. So that's the biggest superpower I bring to it, mate.
What happens when you get writing block?
Writer's block?
Yep.
Gee whiz, where did all these great questions come from you?
I don't know, just from the mind.
All right, writer's block. I don't think writer's block exists. Okay, I think that when people get into a space when they're writing, they go, oh, I'm stuck. They need to just write something else, whether it's a poem or an email or a text message. Writer's block's in the mind, mate. So as we're working through your book, there are no blocks because we've sat down and had long conversations, So it's all good.
Just like 2 hours exactly.
Yeah, we've had 2 sessions so far where you and I and your parents have sat down, and we've got one more to go.
Yep.
Excited?
Nervous?
Nervous? You've done good, man. You've done really good.
What advice do you want to give to other people that want to write a story?
Start. The biggest problem I've found in my career is a lot of people have come up and said, I want to tell my story, I want to write my story, but they never start. And when they have actually done it, when I say, what have you learned? They've always answered with, I wish I'd started earlier. And some people think they don't have a story to tell, bro, and that's not true, because we're all unique and we've all got our own journeys. And that's going to go on for centuries, brother. That book's always going to be an inspiration for people. That's why you've got to start. Just start now.
So, Ocean, can you please tell me about this book that has your face on it?
Well, I didn't pick that cover, my wife did. But it is called Inspire Your Fire, and it's about being creative through authorship. So the whole idea behind the book is to give an individual motivation and inspiration to tell their story. And then once they've found that, I help people in the structure of their work and introduce the publishing process to them. And then marketing. So we've got to know how we're going to sell this book once it's published. So it's really good that I can give that information. I gave you that copy.
Yeah, I know.
Did you read it?
Yeah,
What do you think?
pretty good.
You want to write me a review?
No,
What?
it's too long.
Your book's going to be about that big.
Yeah, I know.
Good, eh? I'll write you a review, mate.
Oh, yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Mitch knows how to ride.
What do you love about your job, Ocean?
The creatives, the people. So I'm going to tell you something you don't know, okay? So I've been doing this for nearly on 20 years, right? Working with creative people and working in entertainment. And when I came to Australia from New Zealand, I moved to Sydney and things didn't work out there for me and I thought I was in the wrong business. So I went and delivered pizzas, all right? All around Bondi Beach and all that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, you didn't know that, eh? So I delivered pizzas for about 3 months and it was cool. It was really cool to do it, something different. But I missed you people. I missed people that wanted to tell their story. So the best thing about my job is to work with people that want to tell their stories. It inspires me. So it's not really work, bro. When you love what you do, it's not work, it's life.
Actually, I can understand that because we've all cancer kids has life-threatening cancer or whatever, so we've already had a life, so that's cool, hey? We get 2 lives in one, eh?
You're a legend, you're a legend.
Can you tell me about your superhero team?
How about I do one better, brother? How about we meet one of them right now?
Meet the Flash. He manages the team, he mentors the riders, and he's an author himself.
Flash, what's your superpower?
Speed. I do everything fast. Manage all the authors, all the team, all you crazy, crazy authors. Fast.
So what are you going to be doing to my book?
I'm going to turn your book into a book. I'm going to make it have pages, and a cover, and why are you laughing at me?
So you're an author yourself, so what books do you write?
I write fantasy, so about magic and swords and dragons and big scary beasts. That's what I like to write.
Cool. So basically Minecraft and that stuff. Well, you kids, if you do not know Minecraft, go play it because it's the best game ever.
What about you? What books do you like to read?
The books I like to read are in between manga, anime.
Graphic novels with lots of pictures and action and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been really good to be up here at the hospital and have a chat to Mitch, and always a lot of fun to catch up with this fella. And we've got a few things we'd like you to give to the hospital on our behalf and all the authors that work with Ocean Reeve Publishing. So I've got a few books. We've got 3 copies of a book by Zach West, who's a Gold Coast teacher, and he's done a book called Prepare to Soar. You went with that one, eh, Flash?
I did. I sure did.
Pongo, I'm certainly going to let Flash talk about that one.
It's all about this little guy here trying to survive as deforestation and they're burning his home down. So it's a pretty beautiful, beautiful story.
We have a big set called the Gifted Kids book set. Now you guys have a bit of a volunteer up at this hospital who happens to be one of our authors, Nathan Anderson. He comes up and helps out every now and then, and he did a book called I Am, which is about owning the great things about you guys as kids. And finally, the piece de resistance. You get 3 copies of my book as well, hopefully to inspire some creativity amongst all the kids and maybe even some of the doctors and nurses. What do you reckon?
Thank you for donating all these books to the hospital.
There you go, mate. You give that to the hospital on our behalf, Mitch. Thanks very much, mate.
And thank you for writing my story.
No worries, buddy. I'm so happy to be here to help you and bring this book to life.
I'm Mitch. These are my superhero coaches. And these are the final words of this story.
Thanks, Ocean and Mitch. That story was a real page turner. We loved hearing your motivating story. Thanks for stopping by. Let's head over to Max, who's keen to ask Dr. Karl all his science questions.
Hi, my name is Max. When it comes to big questions, most people turn to Google or Siri. Me, I've got Karl. Karl, why do farts smell?
Because of chemicals with interesting names like putrescine, cadaverine, which means dead body, and worse.
See, everyone needs one. Unfortunately, there's only one, Dr. Karl.
Hi, Dr. Max. That's very kind of you.
you'll find Dr. Karl on radio, TV, online and in books. And he's in town for the World Science Festival Brisbane, doing what he does best, getting excited about science and answering questions that are thrown his way. Let's not keep him waiting. What got you into science, Dr. Karl?
Having a sense of curiosity. So somebody, when I was a kid, gave me for a birthday present a book on astronomy. And I thought, gee, Australia's big. We live on a planet. Oh my God, I didn't know that. And there's other planets in our solar system. I didn't know that. And then there's 300,000 million stars in our galaxy. I had no idea of that. And now we know there's roughly 1.6 planets per star. And there's 300,000 million galaxies. So there's a huge number of planets out there. So there's just this sense of awe and wonder about the world outside us. So you look up to the stars and you look down and suddenly you realise there's so much to know. So I've always got this sense of curiosity about the whole world.
I guess I'm pretty curious, but I don't think I could be smart to be a scientist, I guess.
You don't have to be. The average IQ is 100, and so you've got a bell-shaped curve, and you've got 85% of the population between... you've got 2/3 of the population between 85 and 115. Nobel Prize winners are just outside that. Me, I'm inside that. So my IQ is 110, and I'm in there with 2/3 of the population. So 2/3 of the population are between 85 and 115, the average is 100, and the average IQ of Nobel Prize winners is 120.
Wow.
You don't have to be extra smart. You just have to be able to concentrate and ask the right question.
So you need to be patient.
Yeah, that helps.
And curious.
Curious is a big one, and then you've got to be able to just apply the time and the concentration to whatever you're looking for. So don't give up after 1 minute. Although it's good sometimes to think about it, go away, come back, that sort of thing.
I've heard about this scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name, but he made the light bulb.
Edison was one of the people, and Swan was the other guy.
Yeah, he said, my science teacher told me this, he said, I did not make a light bulb 999 times. I found 999 ways to not make a light bulb.
And the last one worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just keep on trying different things, and eventually you get something.
I'm not the only one with questions, and since there is only one Dr. Karl, I'm happy to share to get some answers.
Hi, I'm Madeline. Do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
Do I believe in UFOs? There's two separate kind of operating systems for the human brain for how it survives in the world around us. And one of them is that you believe in stuff with no proof, and the other one is that you need proof and you don't do any believing. So science needs proof. The amount of proof for UFOs is 0 in terms of aliens. There are lots of things that we don't understand. There's no way that we understand everything. So from time to time, we do see objects in the sky and we don't understand what's going on. But then as we apply our knowledge, gradually we work out what they are. But do we have any proof that there are intelligent creatures from somewhere else in the universe visiting us? 0. We're moderately confident that we will find life in our solar system. We'll find bacteria on Mars, just underneath the surface where the water ice is hot enough to turn into liquid ice. Well, I'm very sure that we'll find bacteria on Titan. By the way, we've got 0 proof so far. Titan is a big moon. It's the biggest moon in the solar system, and it goes around the ringed planet Saturn. And I'm fairly confident that we'll find fish on a moon of Saturn, the ringed planet called Enceladus.
And there's still more answers to discover. Keep asking questions and be curious. I'm Max. Karl, what's the best way to say goodbye?
Redundancy, words and pictures. So you say goodbye and you wave at the same time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Max and Dr. Karl. That was very fascinating. You couldn't have said it better. Let your curiosity lead the way. Well, that's a wrap for today. I hope you all had fun. Remember, you can always find more Juice TV on YouTube or download the app. Have an awesome time wherever you're watching from. Shout out to Sam, Kian and Will and the Agogi. My name's Eli. See you in the next episode. Ciao belli.